Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Slot, and tonight we're going to continue working on our The Lost World Jurassic Park recreation thingamajiggy in Jurassic World Evolution. Now, we are also going to try to mess around with a custom skin for our raptors. That's why the game quality might look a little bit low at the moment, especially these ones because they haven't been fully processed. The skins do lag the game out fairly significantly, as does the tool to use them in the first place. But hopefully this means, for today's video at least, we'll get to have proper Jurassic Park 2 style Tiger Velociraptors. That is very much the idea. I want to quickly thank Benji for sending me this skin in the first place. Would not have been able to do it otherwise. So, first things first, let's make ourselves some raptors. Now, I've gone ahead and watched the scene. The one with the long grass. And I believe there's 6 or 7 raptors. I'm not 100% sure. There's definitely at least 6, and one of them kind of looks like a double, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to make 6, and we're going to go with that for now. We might add another one at a later date, but we're going to do at least 6 Velociraptors. I'm just going to make them all basic skin, because hopefully the idea is they're not going to be basic skin, they're going to be raptor skin. I'm very, very excited about that possibility. This should, I'm afraid, be a fairly short episode. I don't really know what I could possibly do to elongate it. At the end of the day, this is going to be quite simple. But the idea is you're going to enter probably down here, down this side over here. Oh no, I already put the gate in. We're going to move that a little bit further this way though. So you're going to walk through here, and then you're going to run down here, and this is going to be the long grass. Run raptors, and then you're going to slide down the hill, and then this bit over here is where the visitor work village thingamajiggy will be. Then over here is going to be San Diego, and then over here is going to be the climactic scene of the film with the 2 T-Rexes and stuff like that. When the screen goes all light like this, I see just how filthy my screen is. Oh, right, okay, so first things first, we are going to have to do this. We need to cover some trees. Not there, though. There's a storm coming. And a good thing about this is there is actually a forest at the side of the long grass scene, so we can just kind of do that. Make sure you can't see any fences anywhere. Fences are bad. Nobody likes fences. Not even King of the Fence. Fence Girl. I don't know who Fence Girl is, but she's a terrible superhero. So, it's actually interesting how you want to do this, because what happens in the long grass scene is everyone else is running around and they all get murdered. Ian, Malcolm and that lot, they're running forward, but then they jump off to the side, right? The path is going forward, and they run to the right-hand side into the forest, and then they slide down the hill. Stupid tree. Right, so what we need to do, first of all, is lower this bit over here. And maybe not first of all, but that's what we're doing. And quite a lot of this area. Let's just lower all this down, get myself a big flattened brush, and just cover this entire area. It's a shame that you can't kill these hills at the side. That's always been a problem on Nublar. But the idea is, this is where the village is going to be. So this is the long grass. Run around, raptors everywhere, and then the path is going to curve to the right. That's going to be where the other hunters the InGen people would run straight forward, further into the field. Obviously, we're limited room here. And Malcolm and a lot would run to the right and tumble down the hill. I think we maybe want some of it to be a little bit more like that. Can I lower this any further? Yeah, let's go a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. The lower I make it, the less room I'm going to have, just because of this hill at the side. This already might be a bit much, but yeah, it's fine, whatever. Yeah, this is a limited amount of space, unfortunately. Maybe it's better to build this up into a hill. We'll see what... It's annoying me a little bit. I think we need to flatten this out just so we get a little bit... The higher this is, the more room we get. The problem is the less good it looks, right? Maybe we can do like that. You never really see it in the film anyway. And now, unfortunately, because of the buildings in this game, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. There's no way it's going to let me put a building there. But we'll get there when we get to it. It's not really a priority right now. So this should be a tree line over here on the right. Because they kind of run into the forest, and that's when they stumble down the hill. And this whole area is very, very foresty. So I'm going to put forest all the way around here. That's going to be the little village. We might have to extend this a little bit because it definitely... Oh my lemony Jesus. Okay. Nope. Nope. Stop that. Need a nice sharp hill like that. I just wanted some water. Just a little bit. It's a dank, damp, messy sort of area, you know? Okay, so they run in like this. You're gonna let me through? You're gonna let me through? No, and then they tumble down the hill. And Ian Malcolm messes himself up. But even this isn't... I'm gonna bring in the trees a little bit more, because it is a very sort of dark and foresty area where they land. So they land like here, shall we say. And if we put some trees there... So this is sort of where they land. Ian's sort of chilling here. Finky runs forward. Nick, not Owen, Nick runs forward. He does this whole thing. And they're off fighting raptors elsewhere. Wait, what? Are there two compounds? Did they go to a different compound? Or did they go to a different part of the same compound? Whatever. Right, honestly, there's not much left to do for this one already. I'm trying to build up the suspense as well. I want the raptors to be like the big reveal of the episode. And then we need a vehicle entrance. What's this again? Oh, this is San Diego. Okay. So let's kill some trees over here. And that's where you'll drive up to get to the penultimate scene, which will be San Diego. Right. Now, for the long grass, I think my plan is to use this to make a path. As in, the outskirts of this. It's just not long enough. This is the problem. You know, it's just not. It's not possible to have it proper. I need it bushy, gosh darn it. Look at that, it's not long grass, it's short grass. This is kind of, you can see the path cutting through it, which is fine. Oh God, I've already lost it, it's over here somewhere. Yeah, like this, and they'd run forward, and then the idea is this bit over here, through the long grass they would go, and out into the woods. You can definitely see it from above. I don't know whether we need to be using trees instead. At the end of the day, those are too small, trees are too big. But the trees give me a more obvious path as well, which is good. And I want it to feel a little bit convoluted, you know, I don't want it to just be running straight forward, so let's see. At the end of the day, I don't think it's really possible. So if we pretend the trees are along grass, they need to run forward this way, and obviously, especially for Ian and Malcolm and a lot, they're following the InGen people, so there would be sort of paths through the grass. I think it's just good to have a path in there. You'd be running like this, and there's raptors everywhere, and you run down here, you run down here, you run around here, you run around here, and then everyone else runs forward, you run to the right, and you tumble down the hill. I honestly don't know what... I don't know. I'm going to leave it to you guys a little bit. Let me know. Do we use trees? Oh, I don't know. I actually can't decide. I think the trees are a bit much, but I think the other bush isn't enough, you know? I don't know what the middle ground is. I can't see a middle ground. There's no middle ground. That's the problem. I need a middle ground. I don't have one. We're going to use shrubs for now. But I'm not thrilled about it. I don't want it just like that. That's silly. Something like that. And then I guess we can bring this tree line out a little bit like that. I don't know. You can sort of still see the path, and I could make the path more obvious. We could bring in a gyrosphere, we could bring in an actual path. To be fair, it looks quite short, but I think part of that is because of the camera size as well. I think when we bring in... You know what I might do? I might just... Oopsie down, not that. I might just cover the whole thing in bush. Rather than having a path, I think that might look better, actually. I think the raptors... Because the scale in this game is slightly odd, in my opinion. I've mentioned this a few times. I think when we bring in the raptors, it'll look more like what we're looking for, if that makes sense. Because I think the raptors will look quite small in comparison to this region. Oh no. It's very simple, but I don't really know what else I'd do. Right, let's try this raptor malarkey out anyway. Hopefully this video is recording properly. I can't use my default recording program when I use this mod kit. I can't record on high settings because it lags the game. There's still some issues there, but if this works and we get proper JP3 raptors, I think we can safely say it is absolutely worth it. And we'll only do it for this video, because it is kind of a pain in the ass. JP2 Raptors, I should say. Okay. So, Shift, F2. Load. Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, yes. Now, the problem is... Right. Right, we'll sort the problem out in a minute. Run low settings. So what we'll do is we'll get all our raptors into the exhibit. We'll set the exhibit up completely and properly, and then we will swap back to high settings and mess around on the NVIDIA Incel. I was about to say Incel then. NVIDIA Ancel thingamajiggy. We can't do it quite yet, and it will be laggy as all hell, but we can just do that for some nice screenshots, because the dinosaurs are a little bit low quality at the moment, just because I am playing on literally low settings. Not even medium, I'm playing on low at the moment. Actually, I can show you what happens. Let's just go quickly into settings. Usually I play on max, so I'm going to go medium. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. I don't know why it can't handle it. It handled it fine the other day. It was weirdly enough. I was playing on medium and it was okay, but today is a low day and the whole thing just lags painfully. It's not like I don't have like a monster of a PC as well. Like I say, I usually play on max settings. But oh no. There we go. There we go. We got there eventually. Right, let's get these raptors shifted over. It's still a little bit laggy. I think part of the problem, and this is something Benji mentioned, is that the skins, he had some problems with the skin maker that's included in the mod kit thingy. There's like a thing to sort of load your skins in properly and kind of compresses them and gets them ready for the mod kit. And Benji, if for some reason it wasn't working for him, so I guess that's partially the reason why we're having these lag issues. Hopefully that's something fixed in the future. I do also have, if you just do this quickly, and click on this guy here. We also have the Snow Leopard one. Now, I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. That's the Jurassic Park 3 one, so I'm going to hold off on showing you that for now, but just get excited about that as well, I think. And again, one more time, credit, in case you missed it the first time, big credit to Benji for hooking me up with these skins, because they are awesome. Right, now, where do we put the food? I also need to put water over here because it's not gonna work otherwise. So maybe if I can get it sort of. Oh, not there though. Bloody Nora. I want it in the tree line, and the reason we need it up here is because I don't want the raptors running down here. I mean, it's not a big deal if they do, because obviously the raptors did have a whole thing with Malcolm and Harding in the sort of visitor complex kind of thing in that very destroyed little car park area. But I would like predominantly for them to stay up here in the long grass. That's the idea. So we're going to try to hide the feeders up here. I don't think you ever see that from the other side. That's fine. There we go. Now the question is, the final question is, what do we do for this down here? Now we don't really have any room at all, but I think maybe just one big bit, like the Expedition Center's pretty, we'll have to flatten this out. The Expedition Center's pretty good. I think we just need one nice big building that kind of has that feel to it. Expedition Center's pretty good. Ranger Stations, no, because that'll have vehicles. There was a helicopter. Maybe we use the ACU, actually. That's not a bad idea. Okay, we're going to have to flatten this out a little bit. Come on, game. Come on, be good to me. ACU, where are you? If I click the right button, maybe it'll be there. They're not terrain constraints. They really, really aren't. I mean, what? What terrain constraints are there? Seriously. I know there's like a tiny bit. Right, there we go. There we go. I don't want it on an angle, but I think it's going to have to be, because it's clipping, right? What it's clipping is the base of the slope here, right? That goes up, and it can't handle it. That's literally what's going on. It's going to have to be there. That's actually not. It's all a little bit close and tighter than I would have liked. At the end of the day, folks, we've basically run out of room. I don't really know what else to say. actually, you don't really see it that well in the film, but there's actually a lot of water sort of around. I showed you guys an image. I showed you guys a project that someone is working on. I can't remember. Lofty Splines. I did a little video on it, and it shows you like a really good image of what this building actually looks like. And there's like a little bridge at the start that goes over the water into the sort of main building compound thingamajiggy. So that's what I'm aiming for. And we might even put a path there. And I think what I'm going to do... I'd like to just have some extra stuff just so it feels a little bit more like a compound, where at the moment it's a little bit, obviously not slightly a compound. It's going to be hard. I don't know, you wouldn't be that surprised to have like a tower in the background, would you? It wouldn't be a weird thing to have sitting at the side. Dinosaur threat? Oh, I didn't... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oopsie daisy. Oops. Yeah, okay, that's my B. It's my B. Okay, yeah, my bad. My bad. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that skin. In the video I showed you fairly recently, there were some problems with the clip I was sent where the skin came out like really bright and sort of a little bit desaturated. This is more like what it should look like. That's so cool. It's the best raptor skin in the game by a country. It's not even close, you know? Let's get them all shifted over. And then we'll have to have a little look at it at night time, because the scene does take place at night. And I also want to... Wait, 2? Oh, you... Right. You can't get out, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I'm on it. I'm on it. It's close to the boundary as possible, so we can still hide it behind the tree line, hopefully. I should calm him down. All of them shifted over. 6 tiger raptors. See what I mean? It looks longer. It's definitely not long enough. I'd rather the grass was about twice the height it is, if we're honest. But I think it's better than the trees in terms of making this look somewhat like the scene from the film. You guys might disagree. I'm going to stick with this for now, though. Okay, now, I'm going to put the settings onto, like, high. It's going to lag like absolute crazy. I'm going to put it on ultra. But we're just doing it so we can hopefully get a nice screenshot. Oh my god, it even lags in Ansel. Alright, let's go. Let's forward. I just need a thumbnail. All I need is a thumbnail. I'm not looking for much. Okay. Filter. Depth of field. Beautiful. Snap. There we go. Look at that thing. How cool is that raptor? Ugh. Okay. Back into settings, because we can't do this. It is a shame. That is probably the big thing holding it back right now. There we go. I mean, it's not that big a difference, is there, really? In terms of the actual dinosaurs. Because the texture of the dinosaurs, I suspect, doesn't change. I think the basal model does a little bit, and obviously the grass and stuff doesn't look as good, but the texture of the dinosaurs itself should remain the same, because whoever, well, Benji in this case, when we bring in these custom skins that aren't like lower textured versions. I don't know if dinosaur textures ever suffer, but I imagine you need multiple versions or an algorithm of some description that is able to take a current texture and reduce the quality without needing another texture sort of... Like, so you wouldn't have a high quality texture and a medium quality texture, you'd have the highest quality texture, and then the algorithm would reduce the quality of that texture depending on your setting. It wouldn't swap to a lower quality texture. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Meh. I like that. I like the stone defense building because it looks kind of attached, you know? It looks like it's kind of the same thing. This is as close as it's going to get. I'm okay with it. The path should be going this direction now. Can I do that and make it look okay? Right, so what we need to do is this. I don't know, right, so on one side the path should be going this way. But on the other side, the path should be going straight into it, if you know what I mean. So, either way the realism doesn't really work. Well, we'll go with that for now. No, I prefer the other way. This is important, folks. Plus this way I can kind of hide it in the tree line a little bit more, which is nice. There we go. Actually, what we can do then... something like that. Yeah, I like that. Much better. Right, all the raptors should be in. It's also time, finally, to get rid of this. Boop. Because we're going to need all of this space if we're going to build ourselves a San Diego. It's going to be hard work. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm thinking we just do... we'll have like a little docks area. And then we have just like a main street, I guess. You know, kind of like when you build Jurassic World. Maybe we could do like 2 or 3 streets all just sort of heading down in this direction. And we'll just line them with shops and stuff like that. I think at night it could look pretty cool. Maybe we'll put in a hotel at the back. I think it needs like a center point sort of thing. And then just line it with streets of shops and then release a T-Rex in it and hopefully it'll look cool. And what we can do, because it's sandbox mode and we don't care, is... I don't know, let me think about this. I was going to say I'd like people to go there. It'd be really cool. So what we can do is we can block this off, right? And we can have a monorail station and we can funnel people into that area. So the T-Rex will rampage around the town and eat people just like in the film. I think that's a cool idea. Oh, look at that thing. That is beautiful. Look at that right there. Look at that. With the 2 raptors coming out the longer. I love it so much. They're beautiful. Now, I need you to do something cool, though. What's the... 6? Oh, we're actually on the max social group. It's a good job I didn't add any more. So, this should mean we get a little... There we go, there we go. This should mean we get little fights between the raptors. This little leaf is totally in the way. It's ruining everything. I just want a good thumbnail, but I can't get in front of the leaf and yet not too in front of the raptor. Why aren't you in the game normally? God, it's pretty. Tell me that's not absolutely awesome. Can we please... oh, yes, that's the stuff. Can we please just move away from the giant leaf? The giant leaf. The giant goddamn leaf. Oh, this one lost. Thought you were going to win there, buddy. You're out of there, son. You're out of there. Bum, bum. Yeah, very happy with that. Okay. And what we'll do... cheeky little preview. I don't really know what the plan is for tomorrow's video. I just know I want to show off the raptor skins to everyone in general. Let's take this, swap it, bam. There we go. It's the eyes that sell it. That sort of deep red around the eyes. That is a Jurassic Park 3 raptor right there. That's all you're getting. I'm going to load back into the tigers. Now, unfortunately, like I say, the tigers will be gone for the next episode because I don't like recording with this program. I don't want to play the game in low settings forever. So... this was a temporary thing for today, but I hope it was worth it. I think it was worth it. The scene itself is difficult to get right, but the raptors look okay walking through the bushes and coming out the tree line and stuff like that. I don't really know what else I can do. It's all a little bit boring in a way, but tumble down this hill, into this little bit over here. It's all wet and stuff, and then they say they're going to head off, so they head off around here, around this corner, and it looks okay. It looks okay. It looks okay. Quick little show at night time because that's how it is in the film. But I've realised my nighttime thumbnails aren't as popular as my non-nighttime thumbnails, so we're going to stick with the daytime one. It's just, yeah, it's such an improvement, this skin, it really is. Beautiful. Right, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me, my lovely ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, we are building San Diego, so I am more than looking for suggestions. I think the idea of having just like 3 central streets, monorail down here, maybe near the docks, so we'll put a water bit here, we'll have a monorail here, 3 streets that go this way, lined with shops on each side, hotel at the back, set it to nighttime. I think that'll look really, really cool. But I am open to suggestions and ideas. We could even build the warehouse to the side, maybe, using like just like some high concrete walls, but the lack of a ceiling I think might make it look just not quite right. But open to suggestions. Thank you for joining me. Big shout out one more time to Benji for sending me these awesome skins. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Quick little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestsinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.